Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I am your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 78 of our trek, and yesterday we looked at steps 1 through 6, and today we will explore steps 7 through 15 on how to perform random acts of kindness each day, because we will never be able to relive this day on this trek of life again. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. This morning we were able to worship and fellowship at church, which was a blessing. We've been out of town so much this year that we missed the time together with our local fellowship. We have come to appreciate our faith community each week, regardless of where we are on a particular Sunday. After church, Paul and I ate at a restaurant that we had not tried before. It was called Genghis Grill, where they have you select your ingredients from a serving line and then the cooks grill it on this massive round grill. The food was good and the staff was very helpful. Paul and I do not eat out very often since we like to prepare and control the meals that we're eating, but we will probably revisit this location on occasion. After lunch, we did a little shopping and then our weekly grocery shopping. We love to spend the time together regardless of the activity. And this is a good thing since we work together every day in the same office, and we certainly do count this as a blessing. So let's continue on our trail today looking for ways that we can show kindness to others. Sometimes the trails of life can be very rough and steep, and we don't really feel like being kind, and I certainly understand that. I have the same feelings. We have to realize, though, that being kind is usually easy, and it benefits both the person that we are being kind to and a blessing to us as we are kind. Never pass up an opportunity. Today we will finish steps 7 through 15, providing examples of random acts of kindness. Kindness is an essential part of creating a living legacy. As we practice kindness, even when we may not feel it, we become a kind person because it cannot be prevented. It just spreads like that. Being kind is a choice that we make. Look for opportunities at all times to be kind. And as you practice these acts of kindness with no expectations of return, you will be showing from within that you are a kind person. So here are steps 7 through 15 on the trail for encouraging others with your random acts of kindness. Step number 7, volunteer by offering helping hands. Do you ever see homeless people and feel overwhelmed by your inability to make a difference? Even if you can't help them all, or change their long-term situation in life, you can do a lot with one small act of kindness, such as buying a pair of gloves or providing a spare blanket, or making food parcels to somebody who's living on the cold streets, or provide them to any organization that serves the homeless. Another way to volunteer is to help clean up trash in public places without being asked to. The next time you see somebody littering, don't just shake your head and look the other way and walk on by. Be kind, pick up the litter and throw it away. And while you're at it, look around the street for any other trash that needs removed. When you take a walk, take a plastic grocery bag with you and collect the trash that would otherwise just make you unhappy. And know that you're doing a random act of kindness for the people that will come through after you. Step number 8, shower a coworker with kindness. Offer to take them out to lunch or provide them with some money for dinner that they can take home with them after they get off work. Finish off some of their work for them so that they can go home early to their kid's birthday party or some other after-school activity. If your coworker is having a horrible day, buy them some flowers or just give them a warm hug, where appropriate, to make them feel better. Everyone needs just a little extra compassion and love sometimes. If you like to cook or bake, take some freshly baked muffins or cookies into work and share them with your coworkers, staff, or others. Step number 9, share a little bit of your wealth around. Why not surprise a complete stranger by paying for something that they were expecting to pay for? And here are some suggestions you might think about. Pay for coffee or cake at the next table to yours in a local cafe. Pay for the movie tickets for the people in line behind you. Pay for the entrance fee for some children and their parents while waiting in a line at a zoo. Or paying for somebody's parking for the car next to yours. Feed the meter if it's allowed to stop someone from getting a ticket. Step number 10, give your family a break. There are lots of kind things that you can do for your loved ones. Some of these can include giving them a break from their more mundane chores around the house so that they can do something different for a change. Why not make them breakfast in bed, or wash their car? Do weeding for them while the family member is at work, or do the dishes for the week without complaining. Print out a photo of them and write exactly what made that photo so special and why they're so special to you. Tell them how that moment shows how important they are to your whole world. Step number 11, hold a friend's night in. Have your friends or church group come over to your house just for fun. Order pizza for everyone, play board games, or watch movies together. Treat them with a special cake at the end to honor their friendship that each of you share together. Step number 12, send a message to a stranger. Write down your favorite inspirational quote, wise saying, or scripture verse and leave it somewhere where a stranger can find it. You can also leave a message in your favorite book that you've enjoyed, letting someone else know that they can have the book to read and hope that they love it as much as you did. Leave the book somewhere for them to find it. Step number 13, forgive someone. You'd be amazed at the ripple effect that an ounce of forgiveness can have in your life and the lives of others. Unburden yourself of the past and think kind thoughts again about that person. Reach out to them with kindness, even if you feel that you have been wronged. Life's too short to carry grudges and burdens. Step number 14, share a smile. When meeting a new person or even chatting with an old one, express joy to them. Show that you're happy to be with them and that they make you happy. And on the flip side, if you meet somebody who looks grumpy or frowning, give them your smile. Ask them if they've had a hard day. Empathize with them. Don't see it as their bad mood reflecting negatively on you. Instead, make it about how you can make them feel better. And last one, step number 15. Expect nothing in return. The greatest act of kindness is the one that you freely give because you care about another person and want to make them happy, and you don't expect anything in return. The thing about kindness is that it has its own rewards and will improve your sense of well-being and happiness. What more could you possibly want? Kindness is the ultimate manifestation of love, as the Apostle Paul wrote in his first letter to the church at Corinth in chapter 13, verses 4 and 5. And it says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. And as we conclude these 15 steps to show random acts of kindness, make each day count, for we shall not pass this way again. Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. If you've missed any of the previous podcasts, please check out Wisdom Trek at iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, or wisdom-trek.com. And tomorrow we will look at 10 ways to help you quit complaining. So please join us in our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. And if you enjoy these daily doses of wisdom, these little nuggets that we consume, I encourage each of you to take time to invest in yourself in these 3 ways. First, invest your time in improving Wisdom Trek by leaving your name, email address, and a comment on the website so that we can provide you with wisdom and insights that best fits your needs. Second, invest in yourself by listening to the 7 Minutes of Wisdom through Wisdom Trek each day. And the best way to do this is to subscribe at iTunes or Stitcher so that the podcast will be downloaded to you automatically each day. And third, invest in the lives of others by sharing with your family and friends, either in person or online, to journey with us on our Wisdom Trek. You can also leave us a rating at iTunes or Stitcher, which helps us to gain exposure so more people will join us. Our journal for today's podcast can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have pictures, tweetable quotes, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, and most of all, I consider you a friend as I serve you through this Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.